In other words, if a man really love you, he'll have sex with you.
Yeah.
He made excuses saying he couldn't help it. Oh, girl, you just so pretty. Look at you. Yeah, what are you better for? Dinah, look at you. Look how pretty you are.
Yes.
He spoke out of her beauty. He spoke only of her outer beauty. He spoke only of her physical attributes. He gave no value to her mind. He taught her, you're a sex object, Dinah. Look at you. Look how pretty you are. In fact, that the love that he had for her was for her a direct, he made her an object and not a person. Before he knew her name, he had taken her by force and abused her. He told, Shechem tells Dinah, Dinah, this is all you're good for. And if a man really loves you, if he really loves you, he'll take you by force against your will. And he'll always want to have sex with you. And that's why some of you wear clothes too small right now. Because if a man isn't looking at your body, because of what you've been inflicted from your past, you don't believe the man loves you. And when a man tells you he wants to wait, he has to be gay. Or he has to have issues. Or he really must not love you because Shechem has messed you up so much.
All right, Pastor.
But second, there's a different reaction. If you read it when you get home in 2 Samuel, you'll find out that while Ammon is doing the job, the text says that he starts hating Tamar. But this hate is not based on her. Really, the hate is based on the person he found out he really was. His own guilt brought a negative response. That's Aunt Susie's husband. That's the money man in the family. That's the one when everybody get in trouble. What are we going to do? We are family. No, no, no. But what about the value that he snatched from Dinah? What about the value that he has really snatched from Tamar? Ammon leaves Tamar uncomforted. He leaves her without value. He leaves her unfulfilled. But I want you to understand today that there is something greater that you got to understand, that even when people tell you to hush up, and I'm already at point number 3, silence is not your answer.
Amen.
I'm getting ready to close now.
Yes, sir.
When Jacob hears that his one and only daughter, he has 12 sons, 12 sons, one daughter. When he hears that his only one and only daughter is raped, guess what he does? See, so ain't nothing. It ain't just your family. It's families all over the world. It ain't just your people. When he hears that she is raped, he gets quiet. He don't want to talk about it. And many of you are in families right now where when you brought it up, they say, I don't want to talk about that. Instead of screaming, instead of yelling, instead of boasting of his disapproval, he is quiet. He says, don't talk about that girl. He wants to keep the peace. Jacob is in a situation where if he really makes a stink about what is going on, he can lose his prosperity. He can lose what he had. If he speaks out on it, he can lose his house. He can lose his sheep. He can lose his family. He can lose some friends. If he really speaks out on it, it can cause some trouble. Jacob is silent. Some of you know about the silence of sexual abuse, because not only has it been inflicted on you, but it happened to your mama. And she told you, I got over it. It happens.
Yes, sir. Come on now. Right about it.
And so the cycle continues to repeat. If you try to tell somebody, they have hushed you. They tell you, shh, don't talk about that no more. I'm going to tell your mama. Didn't she tell you not to talk about that anymore? Silence will not take it away, but the truth will make you free. They'll make you believe it's okay. Well, I got over it. No, you didn't. You mean as an old Billy Goat. You just as hateful, just as hard, just as rough, just as unloving, no gentleness, no tenderness, no softness, nothing in you. There's no softness in you. To love and want to be around their own children. How can you be a mama and all you can do is scream and yell and send them to somebody else's house? Because you need to go out and party. Baby, you should have thought about partying before you brought them here. And have an abortion if you want to. God will come after the next one you have. He said you reap what you sow. And I ain't scared of another one again here. He'll come after it, the one you love. He'll come and get her. He'll come after my baby. You'll kill one. Me, 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 me. Amen. Let me get out of here before I have nobody next Sunday. But that's all right. I'd rather have 10 living sons. 10 willing to help people. I'm not about being fake and phony. I ain't gonna be no fake. I ain't gonna be no phony with you. People need help. People are looking for a church and for a pastor that'll stand up and be real and call it like it is. And if I have to be the only one, it might take me a little bit longer to get where I'm going, but I'm going to stand on the truth because somebody's looking for it. I'm not going to compromise. Come too far to turn back now. Too far to turn back now. Every 6, and it's happening. Every 2 minutes it's happening. Yeah. I've been preaching for about 30 minutes. 15 girls have been raped in the last 30 minutes. And all we want to do is, baby, it's happening right in here. Deacons, daughters. We ain't got no deacons, so they ain't can't be deacons. But it's happening, man. Churches are preachers sleeping with them, got little funny head babies looking just like the preacher. And because he can go to church, you'll keep it. Devil is a lie. People go behind bars. Well, he's a man just like the Bible says the pastor must be blameless, above reproach, rule his house well, in control of himself. I don't care what he say. If he's not living holy, put him out. I don't care if he's the founding pastor. Get him out. The sheep ought to have to run. He needs to go. Let me be quiet. Verse 30. Then Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, you have brought trouble on me by making me odious amongst the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites, and my men being few in number, they will gather together against me. You hear all them selfish terms? We teach you, me. Mama, stay at home. Stop sending your kids over to who knows whose house, who knows who's there. You don't need to go to the club. You should have clicked, and you would have never had them in the first place. Stop being irresponsible. I need some me time. You should have thought about that before you hopped in the bed and done something you shouldn't have done. There's no way